Hey guys, Ashley I was on H Lee fan. I am back today with another video on my overhated character series. And the character I'm going to talk about is Emma Nelson from Degrassi. And I honestly feel like Emma is a really overhated character. I don't feel like she deserves to be dragged by the fans as much as she has been. I don't know if anybody else likes Emma, but I love her. I would definitely say she is my in my top five favorite female characters. I feel like she deserves to be in there because like I said in Unpopular Opinions, I feel like there are certain aspects about her that I relate to on a personal level. Like just certain things. Not everything, but just certain things. But like I just feel like I've had a friend like Manny before. Actually friends like Manny. And I've always had that back. I never judged them for doing certain things, or I just always had a back and try to just be the voice of reason and let them and just ask them, do you really want to do this before they do it? I just try to be like that to my friends. And I feel like Emma gets dragged a lot because of that. Like, Emma was a really good fucking friend of Manny. Like, I don't want to hear anybody say she wasn't a good friend to Manny. She was always there for Manny, always there every time Manny was going through some bullshit. And most likely, whenever they was going through, Manny was most likely in the wrong all the time. All the time. Manny was in the wrong all the time. There was never a moment where she was not in the wrong whenever her and Emma had a argument about something. Like, she was always in the wrong. Like, just always in the wrong to me. I feel like Manny was always in the wrong. Um, this whole aspect of, like, Emma being jealous of Manny, I don't know where people came up with that. That's just not true. Like, I don't. Emma supported Manny wearing a thong. She went to the mall with Manny to get the thong. And the only time Emma had a problem with it is when she acted like she was just too good to hang out with JT. When she was acting like she was too good to hang out with her friends. And it's funny that people talk about, oh, Emma's mad, she's jealous. But in season one, when when Manny was trying to go on the cheerleading team, no one talked about how she sidelined Emma and started hanging out with Paige and Hazel. And when Emma called her and asked if she wanted to hang out, she said no, I'm doing something a little bit more important right now. Like, that's just fake as fuck. That's fake. Like, you've been with friends with this girl since kindergarten, and now all of a sudden, since you're trying to get with the cheerleaders, you're trying to trying to pretend to get into a bigger crowd when act like you forgot who the fuck your friends are. Honestly, I feel like Emma didn't deserve half the shit that came with being Manny's friend. If you ask me, like, I feel like their friendship is a bit of a so and so. I feel like Emma deserves to be friends with people who understand her a little bit, and Manny deserves to be friends with somebody who get her. Like, I feel like her and Allie would be good friends. Like, I feel like Manny and Allie would have been better friends. I don't know if Claire and Emma would have worked, but I feel like since they both had the same drive and dedication, maybe they could have been. I think maybe they should have been friends. Like, I think Emma and Claire would have made more sense, and Allie and Manny would have made more sense because I think they would just understand each other. And I feel like majority of the time they will argue is that there's no really understanding because somebody was always in the wrong. And I feel like Manny was always in the wrong at the time they would argue. Like, you get mad at Emma because she didn't want to fuck some boy at the club that had a girlfriend. So she had a moral not to fuck some boy that already had a girlfriend. And I'm with that. Like, you know what to just fuck with me. You know, you got a girlfriend. Like, that's just you're not doing that. But Manny gets upset that Emma didn't want to do that. But when Emma calls her out about saying, "Don't you feel bad about sleeping with Craig because he got a girlfriend?" Like, don't you, like, even if you don't know Ashley, I get it. I don't think Manny should feel bad about. She should feel bad about sleeping with Craig, but I don't think she should feel guilty about hurting Ashley because she don't know Ashley personally. She don't know Ashley, but I do feel like a little bit of her once she feel like it's wrong to be sleeping with him because he got a girlfriend. And he's telling you to your face that y'all can't. You're nothing more than a side chick. You're never gonna be anything more. He's saying that to your face, and yet you still popping in for this guy. I'm gonna keep this video PG, guys. I'm gonna try to keep it PG as I can. Um, like, it's just crazy to me that, and I feel like too that whenever Emma would call her a slut, anything like that, I don't think she meant it literally. I think people took it way too personal. What kind of friend would say that to their friend? Like, I feel like they're taking it way too personally. I don't think she really meant it. I think she was just saying it in a heated moment because that's just how she felt. Like, you're really being I would say she was more of a hoe than a slut, if you ask me. Like, that's really being a hoe. You weeded your way into relationships just to ruin him on purpose, to not even give a fuck about the guy. You just wanted to do it on purpose. Like, you get infatuated that bad that you gotta ruin relationships. Like, that's just wrong as fuck. But many does not get called out for that, and that's just crazy to me that someone like Emma gets called out for it, but Manny doesn't. Like, I just don't understand what's the problem with Emma. Like, I really feel like she was a feminist. I do feel like a little bit that they had her be a feminist over things that just didn't really need to, like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get half the thing. Like, all that other stuff when she was a kid doing all that stuff, I'ma just let that um go over like water like stone, because she was a kid. I'm not gonna hold that over her. But when her and Manny in season 3, they like 14, they freshmen. Like, at that moment, you gotta know from right from wrong. But like, people talk about she was acting like a little bit of a brat. She was giving Snake such a hard time. First of all, her mom was forcing her to give this man the daddy title. Like, just like, okay, you have to earn that title. Like, I just can't call you my father because you're married to my mom. You have to earn that title. Just because you're married don't make you my fucking dad. Like, I'm with Emma's energy. Like, that don't make you my, you're not my dad just because you're married to my mom. You have to earn that. What the fuck makes you loyal enough to have the dad title? Like, no, you're not doing that. And don't change my fucking last name because you married this guy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Don't do that. Like, I feel like a lot of things that Emma was saying, a lot of people just, I feel like people knew that she was right. They just wanted to hate her because they thought she was annoying. Like, I feel like a lot of things Emma said, she was right most of the time. Like, she was right. And I feel like Spike trying to get her to welcome Snake in with open arms as her father made Emma uncomfortable. I feel like anyone who's ever had a situation where you don't have a parent in your life and one of your other parents get married or like divorce, and say that you and your mom and dad got divorced, and your dad marries another woman, and he's forcing you to give her the mom title, the stepmom title. Like, no, like, I shouldn't have to. I don't even know. Even though you marry my dad, I'm not just about to walk in with open arms just because you're married to him. That's trust. You have to earn that title. Like, so I'm with Emma's energy. Like, I'm with her energy right there. So I just don't understand why everybody was just acting like she was being dramatic or just being annoying. No, I'm with my girl Emma's energy. Like I said, half the time she was right about certain situations, and y'all know it. Y'all know she was right about certain things. Like, y'all fucking know it. Like, Sean was in the wrong in season 3 when he was being a little bit selfish and being a little bit needy at the time where his girlfriend needed emotional support. And I'm a Spinman fan until the day I'm gonna fucking die. You'll never understand. They should have been in game. Sean and Emma, they should have been in game. But the episode when Sean gets mad because she didn't want to make out and anything like that, I was just thinking like, Sean, you should be you should be more understanding. And if you feel like she's too distracted, then you should have told her that y'all need a break. You shouldn't be getting mad that she wants to focus more on her family because her dad has cancer. Like, she's calling him her father now. Like, because her father has cancer and it's getting bad. Like, you shouldn't be upset that she's putting her energy towards her family when they need her emotional support. They need her hope right now. Like, I just feel like Sean's been a little bit too selfish, and I think that break was necessary. I feel like he needed to be with Ellie at that moment because him and Emma just needed to be focused on her family, and that was good for the moment. I think her and Sean were broken up for way too long. If you ask me, I think him and Ellie should have ended a hell lot sooner. I hate to say that because I like them, but come on, Sean and Emma, come on. They're like number one on my Degrassi couple list. They're like the number one. But you get it. I think Sean was in the wrong there, and I feel like Emma had the right to like call him out on it because he has cancer, and yet you're being a little bit too selfish on the fact that I need to focus on my family. Like, my parents need me right now, and all you care about is just you and what you need. What about what I need too? Like, that's just not fair. Like, he didn't even consider her feelings on how she's feeling about the whole thing with Snake. He just cares about what he needs at the moment, which is fine. But I feel like if you feel like she's too distracted and y'all not connecting, then maybe you should tell her that maybe we need a break. I'll be here for you as a friend, but right now, relationship, we shouldn't be together because you're too occupied and your family needs you. Like, he should have been more understanding. So I just feel like Emma, she just don't deserve the hate. Like, I really feel like a lot of her character aspect just was more realistic to me. Like, I love the fact that she stood up for what she believed in. She had her beliefs about the food product, all that other stuff. Like, even though I don't care about that stuff, I love the fact that she cares about it because she believed in something. She cared about something. She cared about the food stuff, all that stuff. The girls' hockey team. She cares for that stuff. Like, I love the fact that she's outspoken and she's not afraid to say what's on her mind. I love the fact that she's able to juggle things, even if she does feel stressed out. She's able to juggle it. I love the fact that she's strong and that she has a mind of her own. I love the fact that she can see the good in people. Like, I just think that Emma is a good person. I just don't understand why the writers wanted her to be annoying sometimes. I don't get that mindset, but maybe they can explain it to me. Because I feel like half the time she wasn't coming off annoying to me. Like, even with the whole Rick thing, I don't understand that either. Everyone gets mad that, well, I don't understand with the Rick thing. Everybody was in on kicking him out of the school. But Emma didn't bully him. She didn't bully him. There was a moment where they was kicking him out. She didn't want him in the diner. Everybody was in on this. Everybody was in on getting him out. They was passing out flyers and trying to get Rick out. But when she saw that Rick was about to get ready and get jumped in the alley, she stood up for him. Like, that's just like, I'm with that energy too. Even if he did put Terry in the hospital, all y'all ganging up on him about to get ready and jump him, that just ain't right. That ain't right. Like, they would have had killed him if they would have had jumped him. Like, they would have killed him. And that shit just ain't right. So I'm with Emma sticking up for him and trying to be his friend. Like, even though he did put Terry in the hospital, like, maybe what he needs is people to believe that he can change and that what he did was wrong, but he just wants to be better. Like, I think Rick was trying to change, and it sucks that people hated him so much, and that shit that Jay and fucking Spinner pulled on him, that shit wasn't right. So yeah, I just hate that people say Emma was bullying Rick. What the fuck are you talking about? She kicked him out of the fucking the coffee place, and everybody was in on getting Rick out. Everybody was in on getting him out. But what are y'all talking about? Like, I just don't understand that certain aspect. What I will agree on is her dating fucking Peter after what he did to Manny. That shit does to this day. I don't understand why that happened. But what's funny to me is that people get on her ass about that. But no one talks about how even though I love Manny and Jay, I love them together. But how can no one talk about the fact that Jay gave her best friend a sexual disease and she not mad at him for for doing that? But Manny was giving Emma the cold shoulder when she dated Peter. What? Huh? That's just stupid to me. That's fucking dumb. So I don't think Emma deserves to hate. I feel like you need to get over her annoying ass traits because everybody has them. And look about underneath the fact that she does really have good personality traits. And like, she's just a good character. I feel like she's always had good intentions, whether it was with her mom, Snake, Manny, Sean, whether it was with anyone, she always had good intentions. I love the fact that with her, it was always school and book first and her future first before anything else. And I love the fact that she was different. She wasn't like the other girls. She cared about her education, but she wasn't like Liberty. She had more of a personality than Liberty. But yeah, Emma is a good character, so stop hating on her. I love Emma, so I just hope this video helps people understand that she's not as bad as I try to make her seem. And I don't understand why the show made her like that sometimes. I don't know why they made her like not unlikable to me, but I guess unlikable to the audience. I don't understand it because I don't think Emma's bad at all. So that's a video on Emma. Thanks for listening. I do have another character, but I can't do her yet because I haven't finished the rest of the show. So when I finish the rest of the show, she will be on there. And I also have another guy on here, but I'm going to wait until I finish the show for him too as well. So those will be to be continued type of characters. So I might make my top 10 favorite drama TV shows. So please look out for that list, and thanks for supporting my channel.